So this card here is all about opportunity. What is out there for me? Adopting this mindset of enthusiasm about the possibility. Sun. There will be clarity. One of the opportunities here is a great clarity. Feelings of expansion or actual expansion in your life where this challenge is concerned. Justice, equilibrium, and balance. So remember, one of the qualities of this challenge was temperance, an inability to, or an imbalance, a lack of equilibrium. This is your opportunity to learn how to create that for yourself inside of challenging moments or where this challenge is concerned. So there is balance here in the opportunity where this challenge is concerned. Hey Aries, welcome to your reading for May 2021. This month, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a sort of SWOT analysis for your sign. And if you're not familiar with the acronym SWOT, it means taking a look at your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And typically companies, organizations, and even people will do this type of analysis for themselves, for their company, for their process. So we're going to do that using the tarot. So first, we'll look at your challenge. We'll look at the characteristics of your challenge. Any challenge that you're facing right now that's on your mind, that you're thinking about. We'll look at your strengths around that challenge. We'll look at the opportunities that are there for you. We'll look at some of the weaknesses that you are facing. And finally, we'll look at the threats. And we will pull a card towards the end for where you should put your focus, where your focus should lie in order to gracefully navigate this challenge. So thank you for stopping by. My name's Amanda. If it's your first time here, thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking it out. If this really resonates with you, hit the like button and also consider subscribing to my channel. If you're coming back around, thanks for returning and thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. All right. So let's sync up. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to split the deck. I'm just going to shuffle. I'm going to ask the question about your challenge. What are the characteristics of your challenge? And we'll just explore the challenge initially to begin with. If you're interested in a personal reading at this time, I'm doing those. The link is below in the description box. And happy birthday, by the way. I know it's your birthday month, so I'm hoping that you are having a beautiful birthday month. So part of your challenge is gaining balance and moderation. You might be going to the extreme with something. Let's keep going. Characteristics of your challenge. So gaining balance, gaining moderation is a challenge at this time. Blending diverse energies is a difficulty. There might be a lot of noise around you, a lot of stimulation. It may feel fragmented at this time. And bringing all of that into balance, bringing all of that to the center may be a challenge at this time. Other characteristics of this challenge that Aries is facing in the month of May. Oh, something flipped up there, Aries. Page of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Wands in reverse. Unable to let something go, feeling very burdened, unable to drop the burden. Sort of all wound up, caught up with the energetic toil. Feeling also as if you are stuck in a phase of development where your learning and growth has stalled. Something that came forward as an opportunity, you're now seeing differently. I don't know what you're seeing it as, but you're seeing it differently than how you initially experienced it. So these are the characteristics of your challenge in the month of May, Aries. There's a lot of noise, a lot of stimulation around you, an inability or feeling overwhelmed by it, unable to bring it to the place of center, unable to balance it, a lack of moderation. Feeling caught up in this sort of energetic toil, unable to lay the burden down, And then reassessing this thing that you thought was an opportunity, looking at it a little bit differently. Also feeling as if maybe you're stuck in a phase of learning or growth, and you've been there maybe a little bit too long. It feels like, okay, I've been here, I'm here now. How do I move to the next level? How do I take this to the next level? How do I move to the next phase? So those are the qualities of your challenge. Let's take a look at your strengths around this. What are Aries' strengths around this challenge in the month of May? In my mind, this is like the tools and the resources that you have available to you in order to navigate out of this. This could be read in the reverse or in the upright. I'll read it both ways because it kind of just flopped out. To navigate this challenge. So Judgment in reverse. One of your strengths is really being able to listen well and to hear the call. So you seem to be really connected with what is actually happening in this moment regarding this challenge. This is a wake-up call, and you hear the call. You also understand this as an opportunity for rebirth and are ready to fully engage with this awakening process around this particular challenge that you're experiencing here in May. Some more strengths that Aries is bringing to the table where this challenge is concerned. How you can meet this challenge with your skills, your abilities, your talents, your tools, and your resources. More strengths of Aries. Characteristics of these strengths that Aries is demonstrating in the face of this challenge. I love it. Strength came out for you. Yeah, this graceful strength, this ability to look at what is happening and befriend it, to accept it. There's acceptance in your awareness of what is actually occurring for you right now, and that is a great strength. Refusing to give into anxiety. You know, placing your focus could very easily go to this place, this Nine of Swords place. But again, your high level of awareness around what is happening here for you, Aries, means that you are not going to place your focus here. Yes, you are experiencing some anxiety around this. That's natural and to be expected, but your focus is not with it. You're not going to place your focus there. That's coming out of a time of anxiety. Also, unwilling to, you know how you can like a dog with a bone? Fixation. Very in control of this tendency to fixate on the problem. Refusing to fixate on the problem. This is really a release of your awareness is allowing you, your awareness of the overall, okay, so here it is. It's like a 60,000 foot view. You see all of the different parts, and that awareness allows you to release yourself from this crippling anxiety and this sort of knee-jerk reaction to fixate on the problem. Right? You understand that that is not going to bring about a happy and peaceful resolution where this is concerned. That is a beautiful strength. Okay. What are some of your weaknesses around this challenge? So this is just more for you to be aware of and to work with. Funny. Ten of Wands came up in reverse again. So we got the Ten of Wands that came up to describe characteristics of the challenge. This is an inability to lay down the burden. So while you might have under control this understanding that fixating on the problem is not going to solve it, that focusing or giving into or experiencing overwhelm where anxiety is concerned around this challenge is not going to help. This is your sticking point. How do I lay this burden down? How do I release this burden? This is one of the weaknesses. So this is probably the thing that you can begin to work on, laying it down, letting it go. So there's all kinds of different phrases for that, letting go and letting God. Oh man, I just watched a video. Oprah was talking to somebody, and I can't remember his name, but he was talking about how to basically raise your frequency, raise your vibration, and how to not avoid conflict, but how to not focus on conflict, focus on negativity, and just sort of like you can having that level of awareness where you can see it and you can feel it in real time, in present time, and then just like moving away from it, like gracefully moving away from that conflict, moving away from that negativity. There are qualities of that here in this letting go, laying down of this burden. How do you do that? Okay. Opportunities. Let's pull a different deck for opportunities. What are the opportunities around this challenge? There are pros and cons to everything. Every challenge presents an opportunity. So what are some of the opportunities around this particular challenge? Personal growth, for sure. This sort of practice of laying down the burden, letting go of a burden even while you're in the midst of carrying it. And also some sort of connection with completion and with ending. Whoa, gosh, guys. There may be a reason that you're not letting go of this burden because you are fearing the end of something and what the new thing will be that comes in its place, what it will open the door to. The cards that I saw here were the Two of Wands. The opportunities is what we're talking about here. You are holding the world in your hands and you're looking out for more opportunity. It says set long-term goals, perseverance, and be bold, teamwork. So this card here is all about opportunity. What is out there for me? Adopting this mindset of enthusiasm about the possibility. Sun. There will be clarity. One of the opportunities here is a great clarity. Feelings of expansion or actual expansion in your life where this challenge is concerned. Justice, equilibrium, and balance. So remember, one of the qualities of this challenge was temperance, an inability to, or an imbalance, a lack of equilibrium. This is your opportunity to learn how to create that for yourself inside of challenging moments or where this challenge is concerned. So there is balance here in the opportunity where this challenge is concerned. And then finally, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. This is learning how to fight fair. This is learning how to navigate conflict and maintain your integrity and maintain respect for the people who you are in conflict with. This is learning that every challenge, every conflict, there is a win-win solution. It doesn't need to be, I win, you lose. Each party can come to the table, respect one another with their integrity intact, keep their integrity intact, and come to a resolution that benefits both parties or all parties involved. So this is an opportunity, learning how to engage in this type of conflict and come to peaceful, respectful resolutions that benefit all involved. Okay. You know, I said that I wanted to do threats, but I don't feel like we need to do threats for this reading. I feel like we talked about the challenge, we talked about weaknesses. I feel like what I want to do now is just look at where you can place your focus, the strongest point of focus for you in navigating this challenge with grace. So let's read the medicine cards for that. So where should Aries place their focus as they navigate this time in May? We have a couple repeat cards here. The Ten of Wands came up. And this was an opportunity and a challenge, right? The Ten of Wands. Flip side of the same coin. Dropping the burden, letting it go. Butterfly. We have a lot of 9s that came out here too. And this is another 9. This is where you should or could place your focus for the best possible outcome. Let's read about butterfly. Transformation, right? Butterfly is all about transformation. The power that butterfly brings to us is akin to the air. It is the mind and the ability to know the mind or to change it. It is the art of transformation. To use butterfly medicine, you must astutely observe your position in the cycle of self-transformation. Like butterfly, you are always at a certain station in your life activities. You may be at the egg stage, which is the beginning of all things. This is the stage at which an idea is born but has not yet become a reality. Remember when we talked about the page? This is, again, describing the challenge, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and feeling like you're stuck at like the learning phase or the learning stage of your development, not quite sure how to move out of it. We were talking about phases and stages early on, and now butterfly is describing a need to identify where you're at. The larva stage is the point at which you decide to create the idea in the physical world. The cocoon stage involves going within, doing or developing your project, idea, or aspect of personality. The final stage of transformation is the leaving of the chrysalis and birth. This last step involves sharing the colors and joy of your creation with the world. If you look closely at what butterfly is trying to teach you, you will realize that it is the never-ending cycle of self-transformation. The way to discern where you are in this cycle is to ask yourself, number 1, is this the egg stage? Is it just a thought or idea? Number 2, is this the larva stage? Do I need to make a decision? Is this the cocoon stage? Am I developing and doing something to make my idea a reality? Or 4, is this the birth stage? Am I sharing my completed idea? By asking yourself these questions, you will discover how butterfly is relating to you at this moment. Wow. Okay, so we asked, where should you place your focus? Your focus would be best placed on that question. Where am I at right now in my phase of development, particularly where this challenge is concerned? Placing your focus there and sort of unpacking that for yourself, or also accepting where you're at in your phase of development. Also identifying where you're going. What is the next phase of development? What is the next stage of development here? Well, Aries, I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, leave a comment below, hit the like button. I'm wishing you the best in navigating this challenge, and I'm wishing you the best in May. Hope you have a beautiful birthday. Take good care.